Hi, my name is Chantal, and welcome to my leg day. As you can see, we're gonna start with leg press. Now I know I do bounce here a little bit, but I'm very short-waisted, long legs. I hope you understand. The areas of which I placed my feet on the board really maximize the hamstrings, the quads, and the glutes. The farther apart are glutes, the closer in is quads. Please wipe down your equipment for the people after you, as it's courteous and it keeps it clean and sanitary. Next, we're gonna put on some banger music for some hip thrusts. Asking my brother if he can be my cameraman, which he doesn't. As I started doing the hip thrust, I adjusted my feet to feel it more in the glutes, only to realize the pad for the hip thrust at crunch really hurts. Right there. My brother does end up being my cameraman, thank you. And as you can see, I do hold at the top to really get the glutes. For sets, I usually do 3x8s, 4x12s, or 2x6, depending on the weight. When I do hip thrusts, I love to hold at the top just for a couple of seconds, just to really maximize the burn. I next like to go in with the back extension. I like to do this weighted because I feel like it maximizes my glutes and my hams the most. I love to arch my back, like almost like a dead bug, because that's when I can really feel it in my legs and I maximize that burn. I go to failure on this usually, but it can vary depending on what you're comfortable with. I've seen the most growth in my glutes from this machine. Fun fact, I only pay for this gym for this machine. Next up, we do hip abductors. Unfortunately for me, I have severe indented hip dips, so this machine is vital for me. I like to do it forward. And I like to do it laying back to really maximize the different areas of my hips and my glutes. I can feel it in both, but when I lay back, I can predominantly feel it a little bit more in the upper part of my glutes. I go to failure on this as well. I also maximize the weight on this machine as I do have predominantly large hips. For our next workout, we're going to do a hamstring curl. I like to adjust myself on this machine because my knees are a bit weak, but when you're comfortable and your hips are pressed flat, I go about 3x8 or 4x12 on this. I also like to progressively go heavy on this, just to see where I can go on my limits, as my hamstrings are pretty strong. You'll see me readjust a few times on this machine. Like I said, my knees are weak, so. Before we get to the next workout, I'd like to do a posture check, because I know you're slouching over, and to do a water check. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Okay, back to the video. For this next workout, I like to do Bulgarian split squats. It can be very humbling when you don't find your balance, but once you get it, it's really effective. I like to think of these as escalators. You go down, and you go back up, almost in an escalator motion or even an elevator motion. You should really feel it in your hams and your glutes, but sometimes the closer your legs are together, you can also feel it in your quads. This is a real leg burner. I had to put the weight down because, as you can see, it burns so good. For the next exercise, we're going to do double leg RDLs. Now for my movement, I only like to go to about my kneecaps and go back up, or a little below the knee. I like to think of as my butt closing a car door. This really helped me to maximize it in the glutes, as sometimes we just don't feel it there. If you're feeling it in your back, try dropping the weight. Sometimes I will also do variations of single leg RDLs, which I'll show you in the next leg day. As you can see, I still am trying to hinge my hips backwards. I also like to do these till failure, and sometimes I even do them at the beginning just to stretch out my hamstrings. Anyways, thank you for coming to my first leg day and many more to come. It's only my first YouTube video and I don't know where it will take me, but I trust you guys got me. Love you.
But I think I see something looking at me through that window. I might be a little delusional.